Hello, and welcome to the fourth part of the full walkthrough on the Druid class. On the third part, we completed the Hell difficulty. We got to level 70 while doing the Bale Waves, and we completed the quest, unlocking finally Corrupted Zones. So now, whenever we enter a game, we get a Corrupted Zone, which is really nice for farming. It gives you nice areas with good loot. You can get more Wellstone shards, more maps. It's definitely worth checking out. And in part number 4, as I kind of promised, we'll learn how to kind of level, but also farm your own torch. As the Druid class, is super important to be able to farm your own torch. It saves you a lot of currency effectively, and even if you don't necessarily do the fight yourself, just having the 3x3, having the keys will get you pretty far in terms of getting your own torch. So today we're going to be farming our own torch, and these are the waypoints that you kind of want to be familiarized with. For farming your own torch. The first one is Cold Plains. This one leads to what's her name? Blood Raven. So we're gonna go ahead and teleport all the way to Blood Raven. Or actually, let me kill some stuff on the way. Being familiar with Blood Raven is very nice. She is the fastest one to get to normally for your turkeys. Obviously online you're not gonna have your path saved for you, so you're not going to know exactly where to go, but you're aiming for one of the places that's in the corner of the Cold Plains. If you're not sure what that means, you can just follow the path, and it's a 50-50 chance you get to Cold Plains. But once you kind of get used to searching for it, then you kind of get the idea. Yeah, let me try and place as close to her as I can. And generally, Blood Raven is a pretty difficult one to kill early on. I normally farm her last as a summon druid because she's fast to get to, but she's a little tanky. It takes a little bit of time to kill her, and also she doesn't drop that much good loot. So farming other ones earlier for me is nicer. Yeah, that's a kill example on her. So let's have a look if we got something nice here. Nope, nothing nice. Amulet, paladin skills, nothing we're looking for. That's the first waypoint you kind of want to be familiarized with. The second waypoint for turkeys is the Black Marsh waypoint. We got lucky with very close to the tower kind of waypoint. You'd still have to kind of go through the entire tower. Now farming the tower is very nice because there are also rune drops coming together with the possible key drops. So early in the season, it's a pretty good place to farm. Helps you kind of make your early rune wards if you're looking for any. It can drop you very nice items, and the area level is high enough to drop pretty solid items and solid charms. Go ahead and pick up some gold items because we'll be teleporting quite a bit. Yeah, I guess we already used our teleports here. These guys look a little bit dangerous. Again, obviously in single player, it's a lot easier to go around and farm keys. But the Druid has the benefit of being able to both use his teleport stick and his gust. As long as you repair your teleport stick in time. Which I promised to do before the next one. But farming these is not terrible. As you can see, I'm getting pretty good EXP from killing these elite packs on the way. So it's not all a waste of time. We're also trying to level to level 80 while we're doing this. I'd usually skip ghosts just because they take a long time to kill. And we're reaching level 5. And this is a level 85 area, so you could drop already some pretty solid stuff here. You get a lot of gold from visiting these side rooms. And we go ahead and level. I'm still maxing my spirit wolves. They need I think 3 more levels to be at level 20. I'm gonna go ahead and invest that. Grab rejuice on the way. And this is the only part that is a little bit slow for this. Killing the actual countess takes a little bit of time. But yeah, you get a bunch of runes, and hopefully sometimes you'll get also a key. So that's the Terra keys. That's how you farm Terra keys. Let's have a look quickly at how you farm your other keys, your hate keys. I think I dropped that in my last bail run, and I saved it in case I'll want it. So I'll put it here. So for hate keys, you need to know 2 waypoints. They're both in Act 2 this time. The first one is Halls of the Dead. That's the reason why we went out of our way to grab it. And Halls of the Dead is a great waypoint. It's very easy to reach the what's it called? The 3rd floor. You just go to your right from the waypoint, and you should be on the path to the steps. As you can see, went right from the waypoint, and then after that you go to the left. And as long as you stick to your left, as you can see, nice and easy. Takes about 30 seconds or so per run. 60 seconds maybe also with the killing everything here. So very easy and comfortable way, even online, to find your way to the hate key farming, compared to fighting the summoner, which obviously is a lot more painful because you have to check several paths normally to find them. Is a lot better, of course. Like, as you can see, they came out a little bit difficult to kill, so it took us a little bit more time. You got this rare armor, 10 FCR and 15 lightning res. I wish it was 20 FCR, honestly. I'd be very interested in a 20 FCR one. So that was the first way to farm hate keys. You can of course farm the summoner. A lot of people who normally farm arcane will go to farm summoner. These are mostly lightning builds that are very efficient in this area. But of course, everybody can farm summoner. It's not exclusive to them. Yeah, as you can see, I of course know where the summoner is. Killing the summoner himself is very easy, but no guaranteed one path in online. So that's the 2 ways to farm hate keys. And then you have how to farm the what's it called, destruction keys. And to farm destruction keys, I normally go to my waypoint, my second waypoint in Act 4 in the City of the Damned, and I hop over and I look for this little L-shaped mark on the map. I start with farming Izul. I think he's pretty easy to farm, and I like it. A lot of people avoid this place because of the souls, so it's kind of up to your preference. I like that he kind of kills everything around them also, so it adds like extra drops to this kind of farm, so you can get more gems, more gold items, more all sorts of things. For example, this item I could potentially use for a purity or things like that. So yeah, you definitely get some benefits from farming Izuel. So that's in Act 4, but you have one more way to farm Well, he spoke a lot more than I expected him to. You have one more way to get your destruction keys. And that is to go to the Halls of Pain. I don't have that waypoint yet, but we're going to get it together. I don't actually want any of these. 22 all res. No, I don't think I want that. Had higher all res and we put a socket in it, it would have been better than an Ancient's Pledge, but like this, I don't think it is. Alright, let's hop in. And over here in Nilithak Temple, on the way we'll kill Pindle, you know, the one mandatory Pindle kill. And farming Nilithak to get your destruction keys is pretty effective as long as you don't run into too many immunities. It's pretty good. People can probably tell I don't usually go here because I have no idea where I'm going. Do find a gnarled staff. We are looking for the elite version of the staff to make our insight. It's one of the big progression points for this build. It doesn't have to be insight, just like any good rune word for our mercenary would be nice. There we go, we found Halls of Pain. And I'll go ahead and search for the waypoint. I think it could be in like one out of 4 locations or something like that, so. Don't blame me if I don't find it immediately. I think this is the way down, right? Yeah. I think if this is the way down, the waypoint is going to be in this direction. I could be wrong. Ooh. What the hell? They're doing a lot of damage. These guys are pretty sturdy. They don't die so fast, do they? That was all scary. Let's continue. And yeah, there is the waypoint. Left to teleport there. And generally speaking, like you always, I think, go you go clockwise from the waypoint to the way down in Halls of Pain waypoint. So you can see we got the waypoint here, so you'll go in this direction. If the waypoint was here, you'll go in this direction. And over here, there is a way to tell in what direction you find Nilithak. And it's based on the paintings. The thing is, I might be too blind. It doesn't matter how many years pass and how much I know about like how to find them. I simply can't tell. No matter how many times I look at the wiki to see how you find them. So I simply guess most of the time. I try to look at the. Well, my health going down at an alarming pace. So you can get there consistently. It's a pretty fast place to find. Some immunities can kind of struggle with it. Obviously, the cold immunes dealing with these guys is pretty annoying. There can be some fire immunes too over here. And if you're pretty squishy, you might die to his corpse explosion, which is pretty annoying. As you can see, I'm losing a lot of health here. And my Merc died. It's kind of up to you if you wanna deal with this place. Kind of a personal thing. I personally don't like it here. I farm Izzy, but it is a fast place to farm, so it's not worthless to come here for sure. Wait, I'm trying to redo my bears, but I'm pressing the wrong hotkeys. Let's go ahead and revive our army. Yeah, these guys are physically immune, so let's bring back the Merc. Need to get rid of these guys so they're not dying. Yeah, we need to kill Nelthak. That's why I kind of stay away from him. Personally, I'm not a big fan, but definitely a good farm. He can drop a lot of good items. He can drop a Rex too, and other cool items. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of him. Yeah, once you clear his minions, it's a lot easier to kill him. But even then, like, he teleports, he deals a lot of cold damage. For me, it's a hassle, especially in the beginning when I'm trying to farm my first torch. But other people like it, I know. As you can see, that's Nilthak. Pretty easy to reach. I wish that stalagmite was a white stalagmite. But it is what it is. And for killing him, you can talk to Anya to personalize an item, which is a cool thing in the game, but you don't really need it. So I personally avoid it till the end of the season.
What are your needs?
That's just me. I got 50 FCR1, but my Merc already has one, so I think we're good. But yeah, that's how you farm the keys. So now we're gonna actually focus on farming them. Personally, I always start with Visual. It's my favorite one to start with. So that's the one we are going to start with. Just a quick check. Yeah, we're okay. So we're just gonna farm. We're just go in and out. If I have anything new to add, of course, I'll do it. But it's just gonna be us farming good old Izzy. So we're gonna go back in. Stay in hell difficulty, of course. And if you see good packs, I recommend to stop and kill them. Like, in the beginning, you still need to find like some kind of farm. Get some kind of EXP. Alright, we're just level 71. Killing Izzy will always be nice. As you can see, it's very easy to kill. Not too hard to find, in my opinion, once you get used to it. Fire and poison, 74 life. That's cute. 18 res with MF. I could probably take a small cut in my cold res to get some 29 MF. That's quite a bit early on in the game. I think it's worth it. So yeah, I'll just be going back and forth like this. And I think for a lot of people, the cost for repairing the stick is pretty annoying. So a lot of people will skip the teleport stick. It's kind of like up to preference. Again, I just like being efficient in the beginning. When you don't have a lot of plus skills, your gust cooldown is pretty high. It's like 6 seconds or something like that. Yeah, so I personally just prefer paying for the teleport. Can always pick up armors like this on the way. and they will usually pay for your trip. Ooh. Yeah, when you see one of those, you want to swap immediately back to your res setup. You're not going to survive a pack like this if you don't have capped lightning res. And we get another level. Getting very close to that maximum wolf level. Good thing is once you kill Izzy, they die too, so. There we go. And we get a map. It's a good way to gain maps as you kind of play. Wallstone Keep and Throne of Destruction are corrupted, so I actually didn't notice this as we were talking earlier. If you see an area that's good to farm for you, and you can farm it, of course. I usually recommend like taking the time and going there if it's corrupted, like enjoying the corruption time. I usually think that's worth it. So I would generally recommend to go. The extra farm you're getting is usually worth it. Again, if it is a good area, like World of Destruction, Travancore, any of the key areas, I would like farm the specific key if I can. Chaos Sanctuary. The people who can farm Arcane Sanctuary, it's a good corruption. Cows, of course, is a great corruption. There are corruption trackers. There's a lot of sites for them. If you want to keep up and you don't want to remember them, you can always have one of those up in the background. Where was the... Yeah, it was just upwards. That's generally how, when I start my season, this season on Druid. That's how I would go about early leveling, early farming, to get like my first drops. Let's just check this. This is 1 to Druid skills, 2 to Werebear, 1 to Shockwave. So it's basically minus the lightning res, right? Because you don't care about the mana after each kill, the energy, all that doesn't really change anything for us. So I'll go ahead and slam this Hell maybe, since it could be an upgrade. Get 5 mana stolen per hit. Not exactly what we were looking for. And again, if you come into a place like this in time and you farm all the waves and you can reset the game and come back again, you might as well do that. I don't think I'll make it in time, but we'll make a valiant effort. So, while the Hydras are coming down, make some extra gold and hop back in. So we'll probably finish the last wave before the zone resets. I don't know if we'll kill Bale in time. I think doing both of them might be too much for us. We got another wallstone. Amulet, this time to the lightning sword. Still looking for that perfect amulet. Free to summoning druid would be amazing. And we'll talk about gambling as we go. We still we're still not rich enough to gamble amulets. That is something that's definitely worth your time to kind of learn about, to do yourself. Especially at the beginning of a season. Gambling amulets a good way to, well, both make currency and also use your gold efficiently. I think I have about 1 more minute, right? Yeah, exactly 1 minute to kill him. Oh, we'll see, we'll see. If he doesn't teleport that much. Maybe. Come on, give me a nice drop. Nothing here. Let's try and make a game in time. Yeah, we made it. I think we made it like 5 seconds before it swapped. Oh, 10 seconds even. So we can go do 1 more round of Wallstone Keep. You know, in the chamber. Again, using these corruption timers could make you more prepared to run them. The ones that you want to run at least. Just killing stuff in these high level areas will help you both level up, but also maybe drop the items you're looking for, whether it's bases or just runes or things, specific unique items you're looking for. We leveled up again. I think we maxed summon spare wolves. We get a Sewers of Haragath map. It's very nice for us for whenever we need to farm RPD. Get some more vitality. Woo! Sorry, I walked into that. I apologize. NFCR ring. And usually between the 3rd wave to the 4th wave, I'll hop out and sell some things for gold while I wait the hydras out. So you don't have to do that, but that's why I'm picking up so many things. I'm back just in time. Oh, Merc gone. He did amp before he left, so small saving grace. Amp is gonna run out though, so we are gonna bring him back. I think they have Might Aura. Kind of saw that from the side there, so might be why we got nuked so hard. Do you really want this ring? Most of them are dead, I believe. And I know a lot of people sometimes do waves, they skip the actual Bale kill. If you are soul farming, make sure to farm Bale too. Get that pest, get essences, right? These things are valuable. And they will help your early currency gains. Or at least save you a respec. Or like a respec you need to buy. Dude, my Merc was spamming that armor. Needs to attack more, defend less. Yeah, this Bale is a tough one. He is a hard one to crack. After this, we'll of course check the new corrupted area. Wow, we're like for like 2 minutes just trying to kill him. We'll check the new one. If it's a good one, we might hop in there. If not, that we just keep farming keys. That's always, I feel like, the first priority. I tell this to everybody who's on the live stream as well, and I do it myself every start of the season. The first thing you want to do is just get some keys, get yourself a torch. It's important, it's worth it, it's definitely a good investment of your time. There we go. We got our first pass over here from Bale. Just 2 runs, or I guess 3 with the first run that we've done. This one is Lightning and Fire Res. We have a Lightning and Fire Res one already with a lot of life. I feel like since we have so much spare lightning res, we could maybe go down in HP and use that other belt that we found has cold and fire instead. That would fix our resistances, which I'm a pretty big fan of right now. So let's go ahead and store this. We got our pest, which is a huge win. Let me get a tab just for the maps maybe for now. Yeah, this looks about right to me. Let's go ahead and check. It's always good to check what's the next corrupted zone. Dark Wood and Underground Passage. Not amazing areas. So as I said, I like to just go back and farm the keys. Again, if I see a super dense area like this, I just hop on the opportunity to farm. Kill, poison res. I'll grab this for gold. We got our first unique ring. We actually didn't get any during the campaign, as far as I remember. We got a few unique drops, but not a unique ring. And it's a level 84 area. This could already be quite a few things. So I hope you're guessing. Well, wherever you are, wherever and whenever you are, Hope you're guessing something nice for me right now. And we get this set ring too. Let's check what this one is. It's Gathan's. Already dropped 2 angels. This amulet has 2 to traps, a solid fine early on, and the ring is Emerald Heal, because of course it is. Didn't really expect anything else, but it was nice to be hopeful for a couple seconds. Big Charm comes with 29 life. I believe we have worse one. Yeah, with 14. Small life upgrade. It's actually not so bad. And once you kill Azul, everything else dies. We get our first key of destruction over here. And as always, we clear up the surrounding area. I personally hop back to town to get some gold and fix our teleport stick. As you can see, and we go on to the next game. Everything around us dies. Very satisfying feeling, by the way. Let's go ahead and check. We get a free to summon Grizzly 2 to Raven. I believe that's a straight up upgrade for us at the moment. We lose 1 to Raven for free Grizzly levels, which I'm a pretty big fan of in this scenario. Especially when you're farming bosses where the Grizzlies do a little bit more. It has 2 sockets in it, so I might want to check my jewels to see if any of them has either a meth or if they have accidentally some res. Could be a good way to kind of ditch the armor or the amulet in favor of 1 more skill point. That would be ideal. We only use 14 charges. I accidentally swapped before. So we got 1 key. We want to get a total of 3 destruction keys. That's the first goal here. Just making sure. I try to check to see if there's any gold items, things that the filter might not pick up. Just so we can keep up our teleportation. You see, these runs take me like a minute each. They could take less. Even online, they don't necessarily take that much. Depends how close you are. It's a pretty far map in this case. So, just because I know where it is doesn't make it very fast. We go ahead and grab another level. And at this point, we have a choice either to max Direwolves, Gust for less cooldown, or get 1 point in Lycanthropy and Werewolf for bossing. Personally, I'm going to take Direwolf early on. I just want as much damage as possible. I feel like that's the most important thing that you can do early on. Because you want to be efficient, you want to kill stuff fast. It's going to give more damage to the Ravens, more damage to the other Wolves. It's not going to affect the Bears, but it's going to make the Direwolves themselves not useless, which is another good benefit. Go ahead and pop them. And I don't see a lot of useful stuff here. I'm already level 74, pretty casually. As I said, doesn't need any focus farming or anything too crazy to be done. I'll keep this club over here.
What do you need?
Find another monarch. Sadly, it's a 2-socket monarch. So close to what we're looking for. Find a 15 life, 28 defense, small charm. I believe that my worst charm right now would be something like this, 7 poison res GC. It does keep us topped off, so I'm gonna get rid of the poison one first. We get another LC, but sadly pretty bad one. And on the next game, we should be checking what is going on with the corrupted zones again. You gotta make sure to check it every now and then, really. Find, oh, 1 socket, doesn't matter. Get a perfect skull. We got one more game before we need to check the corrupted area.
What do you need?
Alright, let's see what corrupted area gave us. A burial ground and mausoleum. So if you feel comfortable farming something like Blood Raven at this point, then you can of course feel free to hop in, farmer for a little bit. Yeah, I think a shrine here. Oh no, it's not a shrine. Heavy boots. We could use an upgrade on boots pretty soon, so picking up boots is not a bad idea. You could also craft boots, of course. Also not out of the question. We got a key of terror for our troubles. Already 2 keys. Not sure how long we've been farming. So I've been doing a couple of other things, but surely it hasn't been more than 30 minutes for 2 keys. Again, could be better, could be worse. Sometimes you drop them also on your playthrough. Ooh. That's all dangerous, maybe. Let's see what we dropped. No space. No space, you say?
Hello.
Alright, let's continue. I had to pause the recording for a moment there. And I'm specifically not farming any map player or something to have a faster time farming him. You can do that in single player, and it's worth doing that in single player if you are in single player. I just want to simulate as close as I can to the experience farming online. We got a conviction guy here.
What do you need?
And we're missing 7 more keys. Woo. Let me get out of there. And this all dies. Javelin, bow knife, fang knife. Anything interesting in here? Doesn't look like it. Let's go next. When you're farming keys, I feel like the thing that keeps me most on point is just not spending too much time on anything. Resetting, going again. Got a battle staff, that's 10 FCR. We're still looking for some of these bases. Still haven't found them. The right bases. Check these gloves. Got lifesteal, dual res. It's cute, but we already have a pretty good pair. Would be hard to top them at the moment. Go ahead and make some money.
Hail to you, champion.
Prepare. As you can see, I'm making a lot of gold while doing these Izzy runs. That's going to prepare me for gambling as well, which is, again, very much worth it. It's a very valuable way to kind of open your season. And you can do this on any class. Every class can do this. Druid is just a pretty safe one to do it on. Oh, I see a pretty fat pack here. 2 elites. Definitely worth killing. Alright, go to next. And I'm doing solid EXP. That's 9% for this run. Usually 5 to 9% per run. That'll get you through the levels pretty easily. Something that I always try to kind of remember is if I see an experienced shrine on the way, make sure that I pick it up and then go to like Chaos Sanctuary or someplace like that where I can make good EXP. Don't skip the key run, just get back to it after farming EXP. That way I keep my efficiency pretty high. Okay, we need to repair our stick after this one. Okay, I wanted to teleport my other bear, and we got a ton of gems out of this one. As always, very nice to see when you get a lot of gems. Oh, they're all down here. Let's go ahead and pick them up. Yeah, we're farming flawless gems. We're farming what's it called? Farming gold.
What do you need?
Farming keys all at the same time. Was this summon a grizzly like entropy? Nope. Cute, but no. When you're doing all these things at the same time, it's hard not to come out with at least something. We have another elite here. It's okay to stop for good packs. Like, you have to skip everything. It's kind of up to you, whatever you feel like. Whatever keeps you most engaged too. You don't want to zone out while farming. What is this charm we found? Oh, only 9 life. This is a really nice charm early on. Something like this, you know, could definitely sell for like a barb. Would be super happy to see it. Or what are our physical builds early on? Would be pretty happy with this. Kind of wonder. Wait, did I already do this one, or am I tripping? I feel like I didn't reset, but surely I did. Yeah, I did. A cutlass. Not exactly what we're looking for. On our drops here. Don't think I dropped anything valuable anywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell these just so we can fix our telestick. That's 13 charges. Could have gone one more loop, maybe. Right now we have 3 to summon Grizzly and 2 to Raven stick, so we don't super need to change it. It's an okay stick to use kind of for all the way through declone even. Even has 2 sockets, so we can find some res on it. So I might not need to keep any more clubs. That might be unnecessary. That's the charm, extra gold. That's a lot of gold. Of course, very nice early on for gold farmers. And you can be a gold farmer yourself if you want to farm Trav. It's not a bad way to start your season. Druid is pretty strong at killing Trav. My Merc died. We have a little bit over a million, close to 1.5 million to our name, which is not a bad amount of gold, but it's still a little far from gambling amulets and finding something you like. Whenever you get around to like 4 or 5 mil, it's usually where you're more likely to find something. Oh, I ran out of charges, didn't I? I was trying to teleport. I was like, what's going on? Again, I'm putting points into Summon Direwolf. I feel like it's worth the investment right now, but if you like having better cooldown on Gus, you don't like paying so much for repairing your teleport stick, all of that is very valid. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I forgot to repair. Repair the stick.
Hello.
And we get our second key of destruction now. A little bit of a killer run here. It's all dangerous. Let's go ahead and collect some juice from around here. We do get a flawless gem here. You can see these things on the map. Like, don't be too lazy. Do pick them up. It is worth it. We need one more destruction key, so let's hope we get it pretty soon, or soonish. Then we can move to farming hate keys. That's usually the second key that I farm. Personally, I prefer it. Even though I know a lot of people farm hate keys early on. Just usually for me, that's an easy one to get. I do want to kill this back. It looks pretty fat. Yeah, the rest of them are less interesting to me. Ooh. Save my soul. Alright, time to die, Izzy. We get 2 charms from far away. Let's go ahead and look what we got here. 13 life. 1 to 43 lightning damage. Again, for Avenge Guy, that would be pretty nice. These charms are just level 85. If you do find a higher level charm, you can start re-rolling if you'd like. There's nothing wrong with re-rolling charms early on. Personally, I wait for a charm that is level 90 or higher. I know some people only re-roll level 91 plus because it can get the best of fixes. But for me, level 90 is enough. And we get our third key of destruction right now, which is awesome. That means we can move on to farming hate keys. We already have 1 terror key, so we're already almost a half set done with this farming. Oh, we had a skull here all along. I didn't even notice it. Hail to you too. Make sure to repair your stick. And we're gonna farm Halls of the Dead. That's my preferred way to farm. Again, good for both EXP and for how long it takes to find the right place. 10 FCR, 21 lightning res. I'll find a gear upgrade soon enough, okay? Trust me. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Just not realized it. Let's put some teleports behind it. Okay, so we're just gonna hop in, bounce on the Blood Witch. Whoa! Whoa! Why was I dying? I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to look at the armor. I apologize for that. That was wrong of me.
Good day.
Okay, I'm just gonna reconnect, but I'm not really sure what I've done there. I've done something wrong, but I'm just not sure what. It's good that I cashed in that gold a little bit earlier. Otherwise, I would have to go back there. It's pretty crowded, the entry I'm getting here. I'm just kind of standing in the corner. I think I definitely should be paying more attention to what's going on. Oops. Power of habit. So these runs take about the same time that it takes me to kill Izuel. 40 seconds and so, and then you loot a couple seconds. Then you might need to sell a few things to repair your telestick.
Hello.
No, wrong one. This happens every now and then. 88 charm. Sadly, nothing big on it. Found a 10 FCR ring with minimum, maximum damage, lots of mana. Could have been a really nice ring with some resistances on it instead. Oh, wait. What am I doing? That's where I'm going. %, lightning res. Yeah, I'll put it in. Why not? Aw, damn. We got the Crow Caw instead of getting our Hawk Mail, which is the lower version articulated mail. Very disappointing. Getting our Raven lore early on. It's pretty big hit. Gives you CBF, max gold res, lots of gold res, and up to free to the Raven skill. Pretty amazing armor. Oh, let's protect me over here, huh? We lost our Merc. We'll get him back next time. His stone skin. Okay. That would make it pretty slow, wouldn't it? Alright, dead. Still nothing for us. Why can't I put it on? I'll get rid of the bow. What do you got for me? 25 PLR, lightning res. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Let's go next.
Hail to you, champion.
You get our first key of hate. So we're already 5 keys in. It's 345 ED 43 DS. That's a interesting little blade there. What's this? Free to Volcano. You know, in these kind of runs, you can always butter Charcy, right? I go to Charcy and do her quest, and you can imbue these Druid helms and hope that you hit something like +2 to Druid skills or +3 to Ravens or things like that with a nice helm. I'm gonna do that real quick, just because I feel like trying. It doesn't take too long to get to that quest. Might as well give it a try. He should be around here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you don't actually have to kill him. I'm gonna do it out of spite, you know?
Greetings.
Oh, good day.
So let's first of all sell some of these. things I really don't need. Fixer stick. Let's try to imbue this. There's more ways to get a little bit stronger. Oh, I got +5 to fissure. That's an amazing day one helm. If you are going to go the fire druid setup, farm some cows. Definitely a solid way to start your season if you like respeccing early. Fissure druid deals quite a bit of damage. Has dual res. Yeah, it's very, very nice helm. Not for us, obviously. We have no use for this. So we will sell it, but it was a nice attempt at least at a helm imbue. Glad we tried it, but sadly didn't work out. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for our second key of hate. Yeah, Holy Freeze Aura is not ideal. Oh, let me move aside. Again, the XP is great doing these runs. We're very naturally leveling. We're pretty close to 76 already. Wrong one. And we haven't done almost any dedicated EXP grind pretty much since we finished normal, I guess. We get our second key of hate. We're already 6 keys in, making us pretty close to our target. We get a nice all res armor with extra cold and poison, which I'm kind of tempted to wear. It comes with 65 life this time, slightly better than ours. A lot of attacker takes damage. I am very tempted to wear this. My fire res doesn't actually drop below. Our lightning res is well above what we need it to be. Very, very nice armor. I think I'm going to keep it for now. I'm actually going to even slam it and hope for a nice slam on it. Since we are level 76 right now, I'm still going to put points into Summon Direwolf. For me, I'm going to put 1 point into Lycanthropy and 1 point into Werewolf before I head into the Declone fight, because I use the Werewolf shape there. It is pretty useful. Why do I have so much strength? Where's it coming from? Belt? Belt gives 10. Getting more from something. 9 from the... Okay, 9 from the gloves. I just want to figure out where all this is coming from. So I'm gonna go ahead and slam this armor. This armor is pretty solid. I put some of these things somewhere else. This belt, do I need it? I might one day. Not sure. Oh, this is like a Thuns. Just a nice rare little one. Alright, let's slam it. Let's see what we get. We get 2 sockets. That's absolutely massive, especially for Ubers. Putting 2 Thul runes in this one will put us at 143 cold res, which pretty much means we're set for resistances for Ubers with pretty solid overcap. Like, I'll swap this for like the 28 old res amulet, but you can kind of see that like with 2 Thul runes we're fully overcapped, which is pretty massive for us. We also have like over 1,000 life with this. That means we don't need this armor anymore. I won't have any more use. But it's been serving us well throughout the Hell campaign. Let's go ahead and sell some of these other things. cash some of this gold. And we're at 6 keys. About, again, I think like an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour. I don't have the OBS tab open, so I'm not sure how long the recording been on. I think it's been about an hour of farming. Another wolf head that we could potentially imbue if we want to. This one's one to Fury. Yeah, we could potentially imbue it. We could craft some if we'd like to. I like crafting safety helms early on. They're really not that bad. They also can be of use in declone. Just a question of what you find early on. I'm trying not to rush any crafting decisions or things like that I would eventually want to make. Keep the options as open as possible. We have 11 more teleports. Go ahead and repair.
What do you need?
Wow. Wow. Wait, wow. This did not just drop here, huh? Wow. 40 AS, 368 ED. That is absolutely crazy. Like if you wanted to be a mall bear on day one, this gets even just a couple of sockets. This is a GG weapon. You know, I'll go ahead and slam it because I think this is crazy as hell. I get 4 life after each kill. Okay, it was nice nice knowing you, Mr. Axe. With amp too. Jesus. That is absolutely illegal to get on day one. If that hit 6 sockets, that would have been a insanely GG weapon. Sorry, I'm just absolutely in shock with like how good this weapon is, and how good this weapon could have been. On day one or day, you know, or on week 3, if it would have hit, of course. Put a Worldstone shard for it. Sadly did not turn out the way we wanted it to. Did I fix my stick? No, I didn't. I was just in shock from the axe. That's crazy. We just picked it up from the ground. Oh, I think this armor repair costed us a ton just now. I feel like my gold just depleted. That axe was nuts. I'm gonna be stuck on that for a little while, just mentally stuck on it. That's the kind of axe where you pivot your day one setup for. You're like, oh, never mind. That's what we're doing. Hey, move. He was staring there for a little while. Nothing that's adamant, right? Yeah, poison skills. Sadly not so good for us. Not on day one, not ever. Radament's a little underwhelming as an item, I think. A little bit underwhelming. Let me actually take that. 12 life. You know what? For 12 life, what would I drop? We had a faster run walk one, right? Yeah, let's drop the faster run walk then. It's Avenge faster run walk. We're not doing Paladin today. Think we need effects here? Yep.
Hail to you, champion.
Almost got me there. Oh, I'd love to see a white stalagmite instead of these 2 to sorcerer at 70 FCR. That's a nice nice little stick. Nope. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's relax there. Let's have a quick relax. Cold res, no. I mean, all this is worth good gold. Higher res. And Blood Witch gives us... No, she does not. I was trying to pray for it.
Stay a while and listen.
Already here. Let's send all these to the stash.
What do you need?
What do you need?
Nice soul rune. Even the fanaticism, not my favorite thing. I kill my bears pretty fast like that. Stone skin or enchanted. Extra strong. Yeah, not a fan. Oh, this blood witch. Just a few more kills, surely we'll be good to go. Want to druid? No. If you can find one of those +1 to druid shields early on, could replace your need for spirit. Would just be nice to drop a monarch, of course. Oof. Free to summoning druid. Let's go, guys. That's a massive, massive, massive drop. Yeah, our resistances are not exactly where they should be like this. We are missing a little bit of resistances. I feel like that's going to be solvable. I'm going to hop into town and try to fix it. This is an amazing upgrade. Getting the free summons. I'm not going to slam it, of course. It's a little bit too dangerous to lose right now. That does get us to level 27 Grizzlies, 26 Ravens, 24 Hunter Wolverine, which is more than enough technically to do Ubers. Now, I am going to have a quick look at Farah's. Get some gold. Now, let's go ahead and take all these jewels of ours. Let's figure out if one of them indeed is useful for us. So I'm going to use the search function for this to make things easier for us. I'm going to search for the word resist. And we see the 2 pop up with a 19 poison res and the 14 poison res. So nothing too crazy here. Just a bunch of poison res overall. And that means that we could solve our resistances using our armor. Putting a Ral rune, for example, would pretty easily fix our fire res, and putting a Thil rune is going to be useful also for the Ubers section. So that is definitely a solid choice there. It's definitely something that we could and should consider. I'm wondering if there is another easy fix here for what we are doing. So let me quickly consider if there is something like that. So I could ignore half freeze duration and just put this here. This would fix our fire res but lose our CBF status. Of course, I could also just use these Inferno Strides, which are also very nice, of course, but also lose us our CBF status. Let's think. I feel like losing our CBF status is not the worst thing in the world while we have Inferno Strides. And that does mean we're going to go with the Thools for this Death Wrap, I think. I think that is the best option we got right now. I have to put both of them over there right now, but I will put at least one of them. Poison Res being down by 5 is not the worst thing in the world. I feel like this is a pretty solid and safe setup for now. Again, I love having CBF. I wish I had CBF right now, but I feel like I'll have to make do what I currently have. I could put a Poison Res, I guess, jewel in here. It doesn't have to be a good one. Just one of them for now, just to keep our resistances nicely capped. But this is a huge find. Our damage should shoot up, even if free skills don't seem like they're a big deal. It's definitely a noticeable change. We're still searching for the last free keys. It's only free, so not a big deal. We got a free socket tornado one. Not exactly something we're looking for. At this point, we have pretty solid direwolves. It might be worth summoning them. We'll see if they actually survive. I'm not going to summon them every time. If they do end up dying, we got a conviction pack. So now if something dies, like, I'm not going to be super mad about it. Got +1 to combat skills. Not exactly the class I was looking for. +1 shield is going to be a pretty massive upgrade for us, of course. Whoa. We get our first facet for this playthrough. That's a pretty amazing find. Again, if you find something like this on day one, you'll be pretty happy. Let's go ahead and have a look at our facet. We get a 5 lightning skill damage, -3. So again, pretty solid day one facet. I'm just going to add it to the rest of our finds. It's just kind of tally up the things we found on day one. Or like, I don't know if it's day one for whoever is playing. But the things you can find kind of early on while farming your torch and your Annie, so you can be prepared to kind of open your season, buy skillers, buy items, kind of think like how much currency are you actually working with playing this kind of druid. Yeah, my aura this time. Let's try and help my guys focus. While we're doing this, we're still keeping tabs on the corrupted areas. Right now it's in Act 3, which is absolutely cursed, so we're not going there, but it's always good to pay attention. And we get our 7th total key, our third hate key. About an hour and a half into farming. So now we just need 2 more keys. We got this huge upgrade, which will make Ubers very easy. Or I say very easy, obviously. Ubers on day 1. It's not easy, but it should feel good overall. Alright, let's go ahead and yeah, save and exit. And we will be farming Braven, the Blood Raven. Again, if you want to pick up stuff on the way, I stopped the kill on these guys on the way. 30 FCR. I am looking for a base for an insight or for a memory. I'd like it to be a 50 FCR base if possible. That'll make my life a lot easier.
Join my army of the dead.
And now we're killing her a lot faster. Of course, this was a minute total run. I think we can do even less. Yeah, I mean, I'll kill these guys.
My army will destroy.
We got here Lightning Cold and FCR. Lightning Cold and FCR. That's very interesting. So right now I have this Fire one, of course. Lightning Cold and FCR. At the very least, it's interesting. I'll say that much. So yeah, it raises my Cold and Lightning, which is great. Gives us FCR, which is nice. I'd like to lose the ring, obviously. But then we don't even have half freeze duration. Which some would argue is a good stat to have. You can always drag thawing potions for Ubers though, to raise your cold res too. So maybe not a big deal. Maybe. I'm gonna keep this ring. We're gonna decide about that one later. It feels like a consideration, at least. About to hit level 77, which is pretty nice. Once we hit level 78, our mercenary could wear our Kira's that we dropped from Bale. Yeah, that's the scary part about not having CBF. I say scary, it's not scary, it's just annoying, I guess. I get put into frozen state. Go ahead and level up. And I think the next 2 levels, maybe. I mean, not the next 2 levels, but like soon enough, I'll grab a point in Lycan and Werewolf. I'm not sure how long we'll have to be farming for declone. Obviously, we already have the pests, but we are... Oops. Habit. But we are still needing the PDE. We'll get the BSS, of course, from doing Ubers.
Join my army of the dead.
Still no 50 FCR bases for our insight. Oh, Sag. Falcon Mask and an amulet. Getting another free to summoning one would be cool. It means we could slam our current one. So it's still worth picking up. Blue amulet.
My army will destroy you.
Primarch 77. He is. Alright, let's give him the Kira instead of his res helm.
I'll put that to good use.
That's him with low res casted on him. Need to check how much res he actually has now. Oops, could have ID'd that. This we keep. Let's have a little look-see here. 30 FCR to the Solar Creeper. I wish it was better. And this is not Truncheon, right? We could technically craft with this. I'm still wondering if I want to craft at all of all these clubs. It could be that we're just gonna end up selling them. If we do, I apologize. All the jewels over here. Ring. This ring just has FCR. It's not really unique in any way, so I think we can get rid of it. This ring, PDR and fire res, may be useful at some point. Let's make sure we actually fix our stick. We're already here. So we don't have to gamble our amulets at all for this playthrough. Which means we could gamble circlets just to maybe hit a +3 to summoning one. That is an option. Ideally, we first craft a couple helms, a couple safety helms.
My army will destroy you.
To the cold skills. I'd love to get a pair of nice rare boots. Maybe ones with a half freeze duration. Or to get scale mail. Unique scale mail. Hawk mail. We might not have enough MF for that one. Yeah, we save these for a casual little gold spend. Every time I go here, I'm getting these big packs or double packs. So might as well enjoy them. Big lightning damage.
I need mana.
Join my army of the dead.
There we go. Oh, we get a rare scale mail. This was so close to being the thing I was asking for. Such is life. 11 all res, nothing else interesting. Let's go ahead and fix our stick.
What do you need?
Two more keys. I'd like to say it should take us like 10 minutes or so per key. But we all know RNG is RNG, so no reason to worry about it too much.
My army will destroy you.
A rare amulet. One to traps. Two to Druid skills. I do like this. I do like it. There's one less to Grizzly, but it's two more to the Wolverine Spirit. Does lose me some poison res that we put inside it, but we put the bad one in. I could also potentially just slam it and see what happens. Maybe we get something useful. So I'm a big fan of getting that. That's why we don't stop picking up the clubs. That's to the Fireclaw.
Join my army of the dead.
There's all a bit of a late call there. So let's go ahead and slam it. Not a lot of things we have to slam. And it ends up breaking. If it got free sockets, that would have been nice and fun. Sadly, no sockets for us. No item for us.
To see you.
I could keep it for crafting. I guess. I don't know that I even have that many crafting materials. Do I? Have a lot of sapphires. I have a few topazes. That's okay. We could craft the topazes too. So while we're at it, if we're already here talking about crafting, talking about all these things, let's go ahead and get that done. So I'm gonna no, wait, the poison one I do want to keep. Got 21 jewels. Got some topazes. Take shales to craft and we're crafting weapons. We're crafting caster and bountiful weapons. They guarantee +1 on these clubs, which makes it so we can get +1 and also druid skills. That's the thing that we're looking for. This, for example, is a +2 to everything and also +2 to Raven. A great hit already for us. It's a big win. We're gonna craft all of them, because you should craft all of them, really. This is not craftable. Sometimes I keep things that I shouldn't be keeping. +2, wow, a lot of not so useful stuff. This is the 30 FCR 300 ED damage, enhanced damage. That is something, I guess. And we got 4 tier runes, 3, 4 amethysts. So we'll craft some caster ones too. And we got here 1 to all skills with no other skills. This +3 to war cries, which is a pretty big win for a barb, of course, but not for us. And we have a few more. Keep this one here. I think we have 2 more crafts here, so let's put this one in. Got +1 20 FCR Arctic Blast, which is very cute. Sadly, I don't think any of the other ones are that useful. So let me go ahead and put them back over here. I'm just making sure there is no one here that's particularly good on the swap by chance. Don't think there is. +4 to werewolf. It's not the worst thing ever, I guess. So I'm gonna keep this. I think this is a better stick than mine. It's +4 to ravens, +2 to our bears, +2 to our also what's it called? To our Wolverine Spirit, and also +2 to our Gust, which is a nice little improvement. The cool thing about this also comes with MF, so it boosts our MF now when we're kind of farming. If we find more tier runes, more shale runes, we will of course craft some more. That's a nice way to kind of improve yourself as you go on about farming. Again, it's kind of the reason why I like farming Isabel first. He gives us these materials very commonly because he kills everything in like around him, kind of like some kind of radius. So after killing Isabel a bunch of times, usually I have enough gems to craft something that is strong enough to carry me through. Got 2 jewels here. And I think our ravens, yeah, they're level 28 already. We get another key of terror. We're 1 key of terror away from finishing this little key farm. Again, not more than 2 hours into this. Usually first torch takes me about 2 hours total. While also doing like a little bit of EXP, a little bit of crafting, and all that once I finish the campaign. The next torches, they become better and better. If we hit an upgrade a little bit earlier, we would have done this faster. I'm not sure. feel very comfortable with our current club for sure. Give me another key. Let's call it a day. What do you say, Braven? She's running really far. I feel like she exaggerated this time a little bit. +1 to Druid skills with 13 res. Ooh, I really like this one. I really do like this one. So how do we use it? That's the question, right? 3 sockets. That's cool. How do we use something like this? So one option is we use the Kiras ourselves, right? If we use the Kiras, we get 33 or res here, which is very nice. Okay, my recording froze there for a moment, but we're back. So one option is to put on the Kiras, and if we do put on the Kiras, then we can put 1 socket in it with a Malice, and that lets us put in a Ral rune, which would be pretty cool. I think it is worth slamming the shield and trying to get either sockets in it or something like that. If you upgrade it, it could go all the way up to 3 sockets, which I think is worth it in this case. We only have 1 amethyst. Ral and Thule go in, we upgrade, and let's pray that this does survive. And it does. Only attacker takes damage, but we will put it in. And I think this is already not too bad. I think this is pretty solid. We are going to be able to put another socket in here, here, and here, with a diamond inside the shield, giving us 19 more all res. Let's go ahead and do that before we continue. Yeah, this Ancient's Pledge, it's basically ancient in our inventory. No need for it. These two can get fragged. Missing only 1 more key. We're pretty close to our goal over here.
What do you need?
So I could just use the Larza quest, since technically I'm not really coming back to these characters. I'm not going to use them more times. You don't really want to use your Larza quest for things like this. Normally you can just use gold, but since I know I'm not going to need my Larza quest, so I can probably do that. It's probably okay. I'm going to buy the other one with gold, just so I don't have to reset my my difficulty. So, okay, first thing we want to do is put a diamond inside the shield. Pretty massive boost for res, so we got 32 res on the shield. Already looking pretty good here. I could technically even keep my lore for this, which looks not that bad. I'm at 72 fire res. A little bit of overcap for the rest of them, which is kind of where I want to be, if I'm being honest. So I'm actually going to keep it like this for now. I might later change up a few of my items, which would be cool. I'm not sure. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong character sheet. Yeah, I'm missing a little bit of poison res. We could potentially put more poison res into my weapon if I put 1 socket into it. So that is a solution, but poison res really isn't the issue for us. Fighting Ubers and Declone, it's not really a priority. We only have HFD, but that is also okay for Declone. A little bit less good for Ubers, but you can drink thawing potions to kind of make up for that. So I think we will be going with this. I still have a socket to work with, and I could always swap over to my Kiras to kind of fix my resistances. As you can see, everything looks a lot better with the Kiras. And I have an extra socket in both of these to kind of put a Thule rune and what's it called? An Ort rune. He also kind of likes it though, so I'll consider it. I like that he can stay alive too. Anyway, back to the farm. Amazing drop, amazing drop, amazing craft, amazing everything. Past couple of goes. So now we're at total level 29 on the Ravens, 27 on the Bears, 27 on the Paladin. Damn, if I got another one. on the Wolverine Spirit. Which again is very good numbers for us.
Join my army of the dead.
And we get our last key at level 77. Not too hard of a grind. Didn't find all the things we wanted. Didn't find level 82 yet. And I say find, but you know what I mean? Didn't reach it quite yet. We could do more chaos runs to level up. We want to level up anyway, since to do declone, we'll want to go into maps, which requires to be level 80. So I think doing some chaos runs is a good idea. It'll be good EXP and also a good little check for us to see how our situation is. Doesn't take too many teleports to do, which I'm a big fan of. I think my W key is not the most responsive right now. It also gives us very nice potions that we definitely need. Seven MF small charm and 5 lightning res small charm. All right, what's our current charms? What do we really not want here? 12 HR with 34. I'm okay with 34. 7 cold res, 3 strength. Surely I have something really shitty here that I don't really want. Maybe the cold skill damage. Let's check what it actually changes. 792, 855. So 15 damage. 15 to 17 damage on the cold side. I feel like that's a pretty small bit, but I'm still gonna keep it. 7 poison res feels like the easy drop here to me. Clearly we want poison res, but it's just 7 from a GC. It's like 2 poison res, small charm 3 times. It's all embarrassing. Again, poison res, missing poison res is not the worst thing in the world. You can always fix it with antidotes. Yeah, rare jewel. That's always interesting. 21 AD, 13 max. Well, I thought it'd be interesting. Sadly, wasn't as interesting as I thought. Yeah, even our direwolves at level 12 right now, which is definitely not bad. I think at level 79 and 80, I'll grab a werewolf and lycanthropy. $11 lightning res small charm. That is definitely an upgrade. Could also put a Tal rune in this armor. Might not be the worst idea. Don't have a Tal rune right now. If I drop a Tal rune, I'll put it on. Nope. I feel like the main thing we're looking for is just a plus guild helm. We'll craft a few, hopefully some safety helms. Honestly, I think that's the thing that would be best. But otherwise, maybe a different one would make more sense. I'm kind of forgetting what brilliant helms even give to through the recipe. I haven't crafted a brilliant helm in a long time. So we might want to check what that does. And if it is good, then maybe we do that too. What's the cooldown on our gust? 5.5 seconds. Absolute crazy. %40% in this game. What we got on this? Nothing too interesting.
Not even death can save you from me.
Nice, we got Fanged Helm here. That could be good gold. Let's go ahead and reset.
Greetings.
And unless we get a nice corrupted area, I'm just gonna stick to doing chaos.
Hail to you, champion.
Chaos is definitely a nice way out. As a nice day one home. Did it work right? Oops, didn't mean to drink that. Yeah, these I'm pretty sure we're fragging for the sake of this run.
Greetings.
Let me have a look. How many if runes do we have? We have 0 if runes, so I can combine if runes into if runes. That's 3 of them. Let me quickly check. Just because I don't remember the recipe for brilliant helms. Let's see. You are guaranteed half freeze duration, IAS, and enhanced defense. So not really interested in that. If we wanted half freeze duration, we'll just get it from Kiros. I feel like that would be a little bit better for us either way. So not too worried about it. I think we will be okay. Let's go ahead and continue. Does my stick have enough teleports? It's pretty free. I guess I repaired it without noticing. '29 res vortex shield. Damn, I wish it was a pally. That would be an amazing base. I guess it's a high strength requirement one, so maybe they actually wouldn't want it. Let me still pick up these. Yeah, Tal Rune. Said that once I get a Tal Rune, I'll pop it inside my armor. There we go. Poison res is fixed. We have one more level. And I think, yeah, this level just keeps going into direwolves. Increase my synergies, do better damage. Seeing phase blades, not seeing monarchs. Guess we don't super need a monarch anymore. I mean, it would still be better, I think. Actually, I'm not sure. It would be better. Right, it's 32 all res. I forget how much spirit gives. It does give FCR though, which is nice. I guess for now, like the only thing missing is like a +1 to Druid armor or all skills armor. Don't do laser. Yeah, just keep hitting. He did the laser, but it was at the end, so. We're at 11.6%. We did a little bit over 20% here. We could wait till we level one more time. Wait, is Chaos Sanctuary corrupted? Ooh, that's a perfect timing, actually. Perfect time. So we'll keep farming it while it's corrupted. Hopefully get some extra maps. That is something I have to kind of keep in mind. We will need some maps to farm that PDE. First PDE, we're just gonna dash straight forward to bosses, to map bosses. Just get that PDE and leave. Then we'll head to declone as fast as we can. Whoa. Let me stay safe there, huh? Like they both low res us and had conviction. It's pretty rude. Should choose one. That level of coordination. A little bit too much. Okay, small charm, 10 to cold res. 10 to cold res. What does that replace? Something shitty, hopefully. 6 life. 10 to cold res definitely looks like a nice find over here. 2 to poison and bone. That's cute. Don't need it, but it's cute. No Wolfen shards, no talismans of transgression. Just disappointment. And the tower shield. I think that's a Beverett, right? I'm not wrong. If I am not wrong. I am not wrong in this case. 5 PDR. Not too interesting. Again, can be nice for people who need PDR for a declone. For like a day 1 kill. It's not terrible. Some Druid, not really the character that needs PDR. Yeah, we're doing about 20% per run. Kind of what we expected. I wonder if the XP in Bale would be a little bit better, but it is still corrupted. So for now, we'll hop in again, do maybe 2 more runs of Chaos. Sell these things. As long as it's corrupted, right? Try and grab those, especially those maps, I feel like are the most important thing. All stone shards are nice too. Let's just be a little bit more free with our slams. Grab these potential upgrades. It's another map for us. Eight FHR. How much FHR do I have? 8 will put us at 42, so it is good to keep it for the declone fight where we're going to be in wolf form. Right now, FHR, not super urgent. It's an all res helm. 14 all res, and after each skill. Okay, wish I had druid skills. I'd be interested. And that a wellstone shard. Good. We will need a couple Thul runes. It's better to drop them now. Surprised we haven't dropped any Ith runes. That's a pretty rare experience. Spear and short spear.
Not even death can save you from me.
We got 2 maps. We have at least 1 more run here. Maybe 2 if we're really quick about it. Let's see what he drops us. Nothing is the answer. Yeah, if I skip a lot more, I guess we could definitely make it for 1 extra run. I don't know how much sense there is in skipping a lot more, but might as well do it. Why not? Oh, ran out of charges there. Free to elemental skills and free to summon Grizzly. What? Where'd you come up with that? I should consider it. Free to summon Grizzly. That's a lot of levels. And it makes my gust better too. Alright, at least give it a fair consideration. 24 cold res GC. Where's that 7 cold res GC? Frick that. Pick this up. Get new direwolves. And I think we'll be making it in time. I kind of want to put this on. I don't have enough light res right now, but I'm gonna keep it. What does this have? Fire res? No, not interesting. That's a really interesting helm for us, I think. No, I don't think anything here is interesting. All right, we're at 69. Nice. Percent EXP. So a couple more runs will get us to the next level. I actually forgot to fix my stick, didn't I? So a good slam on that helm might be good for us. I'll put this here. This potentially here. We might craft with it. We might try to wear it. I'll first try to craft these. I think I only have 3 crafts anyway. Let's go ahead and craft them, I guess. Wait. Let's use the... Oh no, there is no upgrade button for runes. I forgot. Here we are. 3 if runes, 3 emeralds, 3 craft. That's all we're getting, so might as well use on something. Something nice. Item level 88, 88, 88. These 2, we don't need them. Let's go ahead, craft. We see 3 of lycanthropy, 2 of volcano, some res, some PDR. Over here we have 3 to tornado, to the summon spirit wolf, some PDR. PDR is guaranteed, of course, on this craft. It's the safety craft. And this one gets 2 to oak sage, 1 to poison creeper, 1 PDR, a lot of lightning res, a lot of sockets there. Sadly, I don't think any of those is particularly good for us, which is a shame. They're all nice helms, of course. We could reroll this helm, try to get something nice instead with the gems we got. You can reroll as well. So again, we're just kind of like trying to do our best, hit something. We can do a hit power craft just to try and hit to the Druid. So another thing we can do. We don't need the attack rating, obviously, but the FHR is not terrible to have. Let me think real quick. What is the helm one? Helm is also ith. Well, I don't have any more ith, so that's out the window. This is a Lum rune for helms. This is an Eld rune for helms. I guess we can try this. Eld runes, we got 2 of them. Why not? We get ourselves 3 to tornado, 3 to werewolf, poison res, half freeze, and we get ourselves 15 all resistances, half freeze duration, hurricane, feral rage, and volcano. So again, very nice helms. You know, the HFD and 15 all res is really cool. Sadly, I don't think any of them is good enough there's no reason for us to lose a skill point on Druid. We don't really need the half freeze or the old res. We can get both of them from our what's it called? I forgot what it's called. From our Kiras before already losing the skill point. Alright, this time no need to rush since the corrupted zone will be over after this one. I don't know what's the next one. I doubt that it's Worldstone. We had a Worldstone like what I think I want to say like an hour ago. 2 to summon skills, Druid. You see, after I do all these craft, that's when they hit you. It also has lightning res, which is pretty crazy, dude. It is pretty crazy. So I think we're definitely using it. I'm not even sure we're gonna slam it. We'll have to see about that one. We'll have to see. The fact that we're getting +2 to the Druid summoning skills is pretty massive. Puts our Ravens level 30. This is at the point where declone is going to be comfortable, not even that challenging in my opinion. It just shows how consistent Druid is at doing declone and Ubers. That during like the farming stage, usually you end up with good enough gear to do it. It's very rare that I end up with struggle gear on Druid. It's just very easy to find the things you need. Whether it's on single player, on a season reset, that doesn't matter at all. 50 FCR, 1 to Sork skills, 2 to lightning mastery. Would have been cool for a Sork, of course. Yeah, he already has a 50 FCR stick. This doesn't give res or something, does it? Oh, it does give fire res. Yeah, you will. So yeah, we'll check the next area. If it's a good area, we'll go to the farm. If not, Freedom Mastery is cute. Again, not a barb. If it's a good area, we'll farm there. If not, we'll end up just farming more EXP. You can do Ubers before 80, but since we're gonna need to hit 80 anyway, I don't see a reason to rush that kind of thing. It feels a little bit unnecessary. 1 to Druid, 2 sockets, 17 FHR, 2 to Werewolf, 3 to Fury. Yeah, very cute day 1 helms, not gonna lie. A lot of cute things. Why I picked this up? 1 to Sorceress, not my class. What's this? 1 to Druid. I mean, it's cute. Charm. Nope. Did get some maps. That was also another goal of ours. So overall, goals accomplished. Falcon Mask. Let's see what you got. Not even 2 to Druid. Not even 2 to Druid, imagine. The shame. Alright. I'll keep a few helms for crafting, just in case. I don't think I'll need them, but, you know. Always good to be prepared. And for maps, we have maps over here. Juves, we have a lot of Juves. Look at this, we have 160 rejuves. 176. That's why I said like picking them up early on. From the start. Don't forget about them. Glacial Trail, Drifter, Cavern, Frozen, Tundra. Nope. I don't really want to farm any of those places. Want to put the music a little bit higher? Yeah, our fire res right now is a little bit lacking, just like tiny bit. But that would be pretty easily fixable, I think. Already reaching 1100 health too. A pretty big win. Getting another level too. So we're level 79. As I said, I want to grab Lycanthropy right now, so I have it ready. for whenever and whatever I decide to do. We have enough strength, we have enough vitality. I think the only essence we haven't dropped was the Diablo essence. Not 100% sure, but I remember dropping a Bale and an Andy one for sure, and I'm not sure we dropped the Mephisto one. I feel like we did in Nightmare. In which case, making a full token while farming is a pretty big win. Saves a lot of time. Or just gains extra value, you know?
Not even death can save you from me.
What do you need?
Sixteen light. Don't really want to lose. It's fire res. We have 26 life GC. 29 life GC. 23 life GC. Might be the one. Might be the one we lose. I think I want all my other stuff. For now. Right? 23 life GC. That's the point where you start making upgrades. You have to think like, okay, what's dragging me down right now? Let's get rid of it. we're doing over 20% per run. It means we have less than 3 runs after this. Looks like that is the case right now. Oh, that was from Lord the Sights. Means level 88. Level 88 is definitely nice. It's 27 life. It's 27 life. I think it's sadly not good enough. I'm not even gonna reroll it. I don't think we have that kind of amount of gems. We spent a lot of gems crafting, which I recommend, by the way. In your first day, 2 days, don't spend all your gems re-rolling. Don't spend all your gems trading with other people. Make small crafts that will improve your gear, become more consistent, farm efficiently. I feel like it both feels better, also is more efficient. Okay, we did just about 20%, I guess. I thought we'll do more. So maybe 4 more runs after this. Depends on how much we do. No, actually, if we do just exactly 3, it should be about right. Don't really want it, but whatever. Yeah, looks like corrupted area will change in a moment. I'm wondering if I should have a look. It's 30 seconds. Super nice sorceress armor. Again, wrong class. Nice try. Wow. Okay. That's a pretty big find, getting a T-Gods early on. So again, another big thing you could trade, get some currency with, or keep for yourself and do Lucian with, whatever you want to do with it, really. Yeah, that's a beautiful day one armor for a Sork. Res plus skills, high flat life. I don't know if the dex is important at all, but everything else is super nice. Yeah, we're like 2 chaoses away.
Not even death can save you from me.
Getting a second pest, that's a pretty big win. Um, Finally an FCR belt, something we have been looking for our mercenary. It doesn't really fall. Yeah, I guess it doesn't mess up with his resistances. He has the lightning res that he needed. Fire res could get him more of some of the other ones. We get a black oak shield, which is obviously very nice if you're maybe play on hardcore. It's a lot of flat life, a lot of dex, but not particularly good on softcore. And we need exactly one more run to hit level 80. We're going to try and do. Let me put this here. Yeah, let's go. One more run. After that, we'll have a look at our gear and prep ourselves for Ubers. Starting with minis, of course. Again, I don't really expect having any trouble doing them. I think it will be pretty easy. Druid alongside the Necro class, in my opinion, the best at running early Ubers, pretty much. Very reliable at getting the right gear that he needs. Longstaff is 30. No, it's 10. Not even 30. And we couldn't get all the upgrades that we were looking for. Like, we didn't get that insight base that we were looking for, the Merc. We couldn't get the armor that we wanted. Didn't get Spirit. But as you can see, you can always find some alternatives while you're playing. I'm really not missing that much more. That's just 3%. I'm just gonna pop at this point. And we get our level 80. It took us about... I'm not sure how long it took us because the recording got cut at some point. Free to Tornado, free to Summon Direwolf. Nope, that's not what we're looking for. But yeah, we are going to take Vitality here. We have a nice solid health pool. And just for the sake of the video, I'm not going to respec at all to do Ubers or Declone. Normally, I do recommend respecing, optimizing your setup, especially for like day one or day whatever, early Uber kill, early Declone kill. Give yourself the best stats that you can if you're doing something like that. It's like generally my recommendation. If this was season start, I might respec myself. Free to shapeshifting with 50 free life. Dude, they're asking me to play shapeshifter now. Especially after that weapon we got early on. But yeah, give yourself the best odds that you can. Don't be too greedy, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. And we find ourselves nothing new here. So let's go ahead to Act 5. We can set home Act 5. Should be fine. We're not going to be shapeshifting at all today. So these can go over here. And let's go ahead and grab our keys and prep for Ubers. So for resistances, we would like to have more lightning and more cold. Both of them would be a nice upgrade to have. How do we do that is the main question, of course. Let me put this here. How do we do that? So we can put a socket in here. I'm kind of tempted to just slam this and see what happens. We get more lightning res. So I do like that. You can put another socket in and go ahead with the with the Thule rune. I think that would be pretty safe to go for. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that idea right now, honestly. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. We do have a lot of gold, so we can afford it. Yeah, we're gonna put a Thule rune, and we're gonna figure out the fire res afterwards for the clone. We still have time for that. We might swap gear or change stuff by the time we do that, so there's no real reason to overfixate on it at the moment. We also have this this belt, I guess, that could always be used for declone. So yeah, let's pull up one more Thule rune. Right, one more Thule rune. Put it here. We have nice overcap, not perfect. You want to have 150 cold or 75 overcap of cold and 50 overcap of lightning. We don't have the perfect setup, but it is pretty close. Our fire res also slightly under what we want it to be. But that is overall okay. We will take some thawing potions, which will help our cold res to be overcapped correctly. Generally, I'm most scared that like Diablo is going to take a long time rather than anything else. But, you know, it is what it is. And for this, generally speaking, I would generally recommend having at least one tab of the purple drink, you know, for the minis, and possibly mostly purples for the Ubers themselves. So I'm gonna fill this up with purples. I'm gonna buy ourselves some thawing potions just so we're not frozen while we're hanging around. Now, the only reason I'm not spending my I have an extra point right now that I could put into werewolf, because we crafted this werewolf shield, not shield, werewolf club, and that could just spare us having to put any points into werewolf. So I'm thinking to myself, what if, right? Just what if we could just use this to turn into werewolf and then stay on this side for the actual fight. That doesn't feel like a bad idea, honestly. It feels like a solid idea. We might just do this. It gains us a little bit of health, right? I believe we're at like 1138. Yeah, and it gives us 50 health and a lot better FHR, of course, which is pretty important. I did keep an FHR charm earlier to put me at 42 FHR, so I kind of like that idea. I'm not gonna need it for minis, but for the Ubers themselves, and maybe for declone, saves us a skill point, which means, of course, that I can just put another synergy into direwolves, which I like. So let's go ahead and do that. And now let's hop into a new game, just to mentally reset. And let's go ahead and pop our keys. Now, since we didn't get Lilith first, I'm gonna go ahead and kill Duriel. I'm not gonna open all three of them just in case something terrible happens, you know? Want to stay safe in these kind of situations. And I do want to get rid of all these guys before we do anything else. Our damage does seem good enough to take him down. Oops. Wrong potion slot. My mana potions were there for a while now. It looks like we're doing okay. As you can see, very comfortable. Usually these are a lot longer fights on day one. I don't know how long our playtime is, Yeah, 11 hours for like solo. Again, not with speedrun or anything. Been doing it pretty casually. We did have the game open a little bit after recording, so I don't know exactly how long it actually is. Probably closer to like 10.5 hours. Yeah. Mini Uber number 1, Duriel. Taken care of pretty easily. We'll get more mana potions though, for sure. That seems necessary. We get our first one. And you want to open all of them, of course, in the same... oh, sorry. In the same instance of the game. You don't want to go in and out. Oh, wow. Okay. Scary. Scary furnace we got ourselves here. Change shout disciplines with a meth. That's a cute one. I'll go ahead and just stay safe. I don't want to do anything too risky here. Still no sight of the big man. Oh, there he is. Get away from him so he doesn't damage us. Again, Israel and Duriel are the easy parts for the Druid. Lilith is usually the part where people struggle, especially with the bears dying very fast. We're gonna have, yeah, level 28 bears, in my opinion, more than enough for this kind of thing. So I'm pretty optimistic. Wait, let me yeah, open the last one. These in. Matron's Den. Okay. I'm just hoping we find her fast before I get annoyed. Yeah, I'll keep the rejuves on me. These black lancers are definitely scary. Could definitely hurt you. No, right there. Whoa. Yeah, that's why I really don't like hanging out in here. The pet's not being with you while you're exploring. Extremely scary. Ooh, yep, that's what I meant when I was talking about that. Of course, we can't save and exit. We have to go there and retrieve our corpse, our rotting corpse, even. Which is why I hate that place so much. As I said, if I get impatient, that's what's likely to happen. Just rushing into a room and getting exploded. Oh, sorry, wrong place. The main issue is that moving them is pretty difficult without your teleport, but you don't really want to teleport into like a blind room that much. So, bit of a dilemma there. And all of you hardcore players, you will forgive me. We've done this on hardcore before. It's just for the sake of the demonstration, you'll forgive me. Alright, this looks good enough. I'm gonna hop back into town just to resummon our stuff.
Good afternoon.
Alright, the rest of them are gonna die anyway, so not gonna bother with that. Let's see, where's that Lilith girl? I guess she's probably closer to here, if anything. I'm already so close to this corner. Might as well jump in. And okay, I was already prepared to die mentally. All the pets are kind of hanging out in the back. I need to lead. Damn it. Yeah. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay, we're gonna try to maintain all of our guys. If we had a... Yeah, if we had our Merc in here, the Amper, that'd be a lot nicer. Make it a little bit faster. You're basically always summoning. I'm like literally holding down the wolf summon, then the raven summon, other wolf summon. Bears, whenever you see one down, summon the next one. There you go. You got our third piece here. Diablo's horn. And well, I'll pick these up. Alright, let's hop back in town. And we're ready to do the Ubers. I don't need keys or scrolls or anything like that for them. I don't know why I bought them, but here we are. I did it. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna put this one here. Put this one here. So we have res when we swap to this side, just in case we want to. Put these back. All these things that we don't need. Small rejuves. Turn into big rejuves. We don't need health potions as much. I think we will need quite a few mana potions, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and move them there. Then 1, 2, 3. This over here. And just a ton of mana potions. Put these over here. Just fill your belt like this. I think a few more mana potions for the first round. Our cube is filled with purples, which I'm pretty confident we're not going to use as much. But yeah, now we're ready to go. Something that you can do for these kind of things, if it's your first time doing something like Ubers. Do I have a shrine here somewhere? Locate a skill shrine anywhere that is fairly accessible to, and just remember where it is. This one is in City of the Dam. Whenever we go back inside, if we need to use a portal, hop in and out, we're going to take that skill shrine. It's going to make us a little bit stronger. I'm going to save that one for Diablo most likely, because Diablo is the hardest part normally in the beginning. But yeah, we're ready to go for the Ubers fight, pretty much. We're a little down on the fire res. We can take with us maybe a ring that has fire res. I think that's what we're going to do as well. I think we had one, didn't we? Yeah, fire res and PDR. We're not going to have any CBF. We're not going to need it for the most part. We'll use thawing potions against Bale to kind of fix that. But yeah, this will keep us nice and topped for the max fire, for the overcap, for everything we need. Not a lot of FCR on us. Wish we had more, but it is what it is. And yeah, let's go. So we're gonna hop inside. And after we hop inside, what we want to do first is, of course, resummon our big army. Now what we want to do is separate them as best as we can. Either Mephisto or Bale first. That is usually the goal. I don't know if I got him here or not. There we go. You want to get them pretty far from each other. You don't want to get low resed, which is the curse that Bale casts. Getting Mephisto first is not terrible for us. He does shred our bears, which is a little bit of a shame. He doesn't have to. It's a choice he's making. Alright, let me move ourselves to a more comfortable position. Yeah, I definitely need to stay away from him. I'd like my Merc to stay away from him if possible. But yeah, as you can see, as long as the bears are hitting, he is losing quite a bit of HP. The ravens are trying to do their job and peck their way through his ghostly skeleton. Pretty nice and easy, not too sweaty. Kill Mephisto here. As you can see, the mana potions are the main thing that we're using. That's kind of like my suspicion. Mostly because our gear is so good. And we don't have that insight. Normally I do have the insight, I don't have the good gear. And you can clear out areas like this. It's always good to clear out the place you'll be escaping from, especially if there's things that freeze you on the way there. You don't want to have any kind of obstacles like that on the way, if possible. So I like to clear all the skeletons. It's not a big deal. Just to take care of them. All these skellies standing here. I don't want them here. One more, and I think we got Bale here. I think if we yeah, sorry, that was a little spook. A little spooky. Let me go ahead and resummon. I don't think I managed to aggro him, but I'm just gonna try and teleport on top of him. There we go. And again, the damage should be good. As long as we keep our Merc healed, we're going to keep getting that amp, which is our goal. We want that amp. Super valuable for us. And there we go. Merc died. Army deleted. So we can try and do a little bit more damage before we go back to retrieve our mercenary. There's nothing wrong with that. It's kind of like up to the player. See what they feel like. I feel like it's worth doing just a little bit more. Just in case we have like an accident with Diablo. Diablo is usually the part that requires the portals and going back. I was just a little bit unlucky with Bale there, doing a couple cold waves in a row. And let me go ahead and drink another thawing potion. Again, these thawing potions doing their job. Pretty much all I wanted them to do. Let's go ahead and re-engage. He's pretty close to dying. I feel like we can definitely take him down. Can't really hover on top of him, but he looks like he's about to die. Almost dead. Yeah, all these guys are becoming a bit of a nuisance, but we do kill him. Very, very nice. So I'm gonna take a bit of my time to kill these guys, I think. Because I don't want to spend my skill shrine killing them. They only cost me mana potions, which is not a big deal at all. Yeah, these guys are pretty tanky. You just really don't want to leave them kind of laying around here. Waiting for you whenever you come back. I like having a clean board I can come back into. Have an easy time with. After this, we're gonna get our Merc back. Try to get as much mileage out of him before he eventually dies to Diablo. Almost almost unstoppable result. I'm afraid of, yeah, exactly with that. So let us hop out, get our Merc. We cleared a solid amount, I would say. For Diablo, I'd like to have 2 rows of purple. Personally, I feel like that's probably for the best. This should be enough mana potions for him. The rest is just going to be purples. And we're going to go get our Merc back as well. Evening to you too. Yeah, he looks pretty nice. And our Skull Shrine. All right, I feel ready. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna resummon our Wolverine at a higher level, which is a nice little addition here. Also the bears, but the bears are likely to die, so it's not the biggest deal. Go ahead over here. We get the benefit of amp. The immediate bounce already dealing pretty significant damage. Yeah, you immediately lose the merc. Even if you really want to keep him alive. And you can teleport out of these. That was very unlucky for us with the amount of... What's it called? I just realized I summoned my Wolverine spirit before after I entered instead of before. So it didn't actually do anything. That's okay. It's a little bit of a oopsie. Alright, let's go again. Let's see how much damage we can do. We're really hoping he doesn't do that many fire waves. The fire waves absolutely delete our pets. The lightning waves, or the lightning hose, at least, doesn't delete everything. Only the things that are in close proximity. So we can try and summon things away from each other as much as we can. But the fire waves just, you can kind of see it. They just kind of delete everything. Very unforgiving. We are still doing very good. Again, we have way too good of a gear for first Ubers, or at least like in like my experience, like you need a lot less than this to do Ubers. We got pretty lucky. Again, I said pretty lucky, but Druid is just very consistent at getting good gear. I could hop out again to get my merc just to make this a little bit safer and easier. It's what you should do normally. Don't mess around too much.
Yes, warrior.
I don't know why. Summoned again. 1, 2, 3. We bomb him one more time. We still have one extra portal in case we mess up anything, which there shouldn't be any reason for us to mess up, honestly. So, pretty safe kill at this point. As you can see, one fire wave. He bombs us again. His minions are being a little bit annoying, but I think our ravens are going to take care of him. And we get our first torch and our first Annie. Not Annie, sorry, just our first torch and our first BSS. It takes us a total of whatever this number means. I see a rejuve over here, so let me go ahead and grab it. And yeah, that was the road to torch number 1. That's all it took to do it. Once you're used to it, again, we didn't speed run, we didn't go too hard, just very casual farming. Once you're kind of used to it, it all kind of makes sense. So some of it is practice, but some of it is just knowing what you're missing and how to fill the slots, and how to kind of get to the point where you're ready no matter what. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Let me put this here and put this here. Yeah, I'll fix my resistances somehow later for part 4 or part 5 where we farm an Annie. But this is the end of today's video. We got our first torch. Again, the best way to start your season is get your own torch. It will keep you safe and warm at night. On the final part 5, we'll go to the final hero form, ready for the end game, where we farm our own Annie, kill declone, and do early maps in order to farm that. So I'll show that in part 5. We done that with Zon as well. It was very nice. So just to cover, what did we do on part number 4? We got to level 80, so we farmed 10 levels, mostly in chaos and while farming keys. We farmed a 3x3 so we can run our own torch. We crafted a little bit. We crafted some helms. We crafted some clubs in order to get +2 druid skills. We made this +2 to druid, +2 to raven. We made a bunch of crafts for helms, but none of them were what we were looking for. We also found a +1 to Druid shield. Otherwise, we were looking to make ourselves a Spirit rune ward, which would have been pretty nice. We also would have gambled amulets, but we simply picked up amulets and we found a free to summoning skills. Otherwise, gamble some amulets, look for +3 or +2 to Druid, +3 to summoning or +2 to summoning or Druid, right? We upgraded our charms a little bit from whatever we could find, and we found some cool stuff like this amazing axe, this T-Gods. We found a facet, this nice charm. So we found all sorts of nice things that we could trade on day 1, day 2, day 3 to kind of gain a little bit of currency and improve our gear. So that's how day number, or not day, sorry, I keep saying day like it's the season start, but it's how our part 4 video concludes. Let's see what torch we ended up getting. Pray for a Druid, but even if it isn't, it's not going to be an issue. And ID in 3, 2, 1. We get ourselves a 55 17 17 Druid. That's an absolutely massive find for us, of course, because that'll make everything so much easier. Generally speaking, at the beginning of a season, if you get a torch that is not yours, try to trade it for the right torch. It's always best if you can find the right torch to trade into. Usually there are people looking to trade like, you know, your torch for their torch. If you got the torch that they're looking for, you just gotta look for the right person. That usually works in the first week. Even the second week, you might still be able to find someone. So I really recommend just trying that. Just ask around, ask people, post on the site, say you're trying to trade one for another, and hopefully you find the right one soon enough. So now, with that said, what is coming for the next video? Next video, we're going to be hopping into maps to farm our PDE. We got a bunch of maps from corrupted zones, a total of 9 maps, so already pretty likely that we will find a PDE killing all these bosses. We'll try our best to kill them, also get some upgrades maybe on the way, but we're just going to focus on getting PDEs and also farming our own Annihilus. And once we finish doing that, we'll be ready for the end game. We'll have our own torch, our own Annie, all self-farmed. And that'll be the end for the Druid series, and hopefully I can make more classes like this. And feel free to comment which ones you want to see next. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. It's already been a pretty long one, so I'm gonna go and drink some water and take some rest. But till the next one, have a good whatever you're having, and bye.